Let's go ahead and grab some markup for our website that will be related to the menu item. So I will go to the get bootstrap and search for navbar here. So here is my navbar. So click on this and we get nice tabs like this or navigations like this. So you can choose any navigation that you want like this. And if you want completely a nav kind of thing, so click here the menu icon, menu kind of thing. So this will give you the menu styling. So this looks like a menu. So we can copy this part. But before that, let's go ahead and create some components. So first I will go in my SRC. I'm going to create a folder called components. So you should always create a folder for components and put the components inside this. So let's say this navigation is our component. So I'm going to create navbar.js. This is the component that I would like to create. And next we have to use the markup from Bootstrap. But before that, we have to create the React component. So how do we create React component? So we have to basically say import React from React. In the latest version of React, we don't need this import, but I'm just showing you for once. So next time onwards, we don't even have to do this import. And then we have to create the component. So how do we create the component? We say function, give the name of the component, let's say navbar, and then that's it. We give this like this, and then what we have to do is we have to say export default and this name navbar. If we don't do this export, then this navbar component will not be able to be included in other places. And next very important thing, as we already mentioned, you have to return a JSX from here. So it should be like this in the brackets, and make sure the JSX is surrounded by a parent. So we will give a parent to this, and for now I will just say navbar. Save it. And if we go, nothing will happen. If we check the browser, nothing will happen on our application because we haven't given imported this in our app.js, because this is the file which is app.js is the file, or the app component is the file which is getting loaded in the index on the index HTML root element. So whatever we want to show on the page, we have to import it inside the app component. That's why here I have to come and say I will remove this. I will just mention navbar. Make sure to close this because otherwise it will give an error. So either you have to close this like this, or basically you can also use the closing tag. So it's more like div was a custom, I mean default HTML provided element. We created our own element with the name navbar, or component with the name navbar. So with React we can create our own custom components, and how we have seen that already. This is the simple component that we created. I will get rid of this unwanted import of SVG file which we don't need. So let's go ahead and see how it looks. So it says navbar. So next what we have to do, we have to grab this piece of markup and put it here.